Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make an artificial succulent arrangement and save yourself a ton of money because these things are not cheap, especially one of this size. So the first thing you're going to want to do is purchase a planter pot. It can be any material you like. I got this ceramic one off Amazon for about $20. And you're going to want to try to find something with a low profile but a big opening that looks the best for succulent arrangements. So with anything in life, you get what you pay for, and there are different grades of artificial succulents. You can get inexpensive ones that look really fake and plastic up close. I found these gorgeous ones on Amazon. They were way more realistic, very heavy, and had this very soft fuzz over top, and it just made them look so beautiful and unique. And I'm really happy I found them. So check out Amazon. The other thing you're going to need is some floral foam. Make sure you get dry and not wet for real flowers, and also some moss to cover the floral foam. And I got both of these at the dollar store. The other thing I found at the dollar store was a glue gun and some extra glue sticks. Very inexpensive if you don't already have these items. Now you don't need a glove, but I used one for when I touched the flowers to not remove that fuzz. But I don't need it right now. So the first thing you're gonna do is play around with your floral foam and try to find the best solution to fill your pot. Now, in my case, with the shape of the pot, I was able to get 2 layers and 4 floral foams could fit along the bottom, but I just cut off the edges because it was a round pot, and you're just going to want it to be snug like that. You don't have to worry about fully filling the bottom because your flowers aren't going to reach there. It's more to help you with the height. So here I'm just going to be putting a little bit of hot glue and securing them down in the pot. So you don't need to fill every nook and cranny on the bottom layer. It really is just to help you with the height, and we can be more particular with the top layer where our flowers are going to be placed. So I'm pretty much going to do the same thing to the top layer as I did with the bottom, and then you'll see in a little bit that I'll add more. But I'm not going to cut this part out because I'm enjoying the music and I feel so relaxed watching and listening to this. So fast forward if you want to get to the next part, but I'm gonna keep this in because I'm just grooving. So if you notice, I placed the floral foam the kind of opposite way and made a cross, just so that I can have that support for when I stick these little side pieces in. Every pot is going to be different depending on the size and shape of the pot. Basically, you're just going to have to fiddle around with it and see what works the best and just cut it up. Always buy extra foam than you think you need for mistakes if you overcut. That's why I try to just cut a little bit at a time so that you can really make it fit custom, rather than just being gung-ho and taking a big cut off, because then you don't want to use too many little pieces and add them together. You want good chunky pieces so that they don't crack apart when you're placing in your flowers. And yeah, this is gonna, I thought it would be good enough like this, but I figured I wanted a flower to be right to that edge, and I didn't want to slant the stem and interfere with the other stems. So I just added in a little piece here. So what you're gonna wanna do is just try to fill the top layer as much as you can, without over-cutting, and just having enough surface to stick your flowers in. As you can see, I didn't fill every single gap, but I have enough floral foam to catch all the stems of the flowers I'm gonna put. The next thing you're gonna do is place your moss on top of the foam and spread that out as evenly as possible, focusing on the outer edge because that's where you're gonna see the moss, and you'll see your floral foam poking through if you don't cover it enough. The center is not as important because it's going to be filled with flowers and they're going to be more compact there. But around the edges, even if you're putting them close together, you're going to see little triangles of moss. Now here comes the fun part, arranging your succulents. So I laid all of my pieces down on the table so I could see all of the colors and sizes at a glance, and I could easily choose which piece should go next. And instead of just shoving your piece down next to a flower, place it near it and make sure that's the perfect piece. You don't want to put all the same colors or the same shapes in one corner. You're going to want to spread it out so that it has a better flow and looks more symmetrical. And succulents naturally grow close together, so you're going to want to put them up against each other, but do not push too, like, it's hard to explain. Don't make them look so suffocated. Don't actually move the flower by pushing it up against the other one. It's going to look off and unnatural and you won't like it. So give it a little bit of space, kind of like they're touching shoulders but not hugging. Do you understand what I mean? You'll find the right balance. A lot of people like to hot glue gun the tips of their stem so that it stays in permanently. I do not like doing that because these stems are really thick and they stay in the floral foam very nicely. And it gives me a chance to adjust something that I made a mistake if I put something too close or too far away. And you'll see as I continue arranging that I change a few things. So it's best not to hot glue gun it, in my opinion. It stays just as snug without it. But maybe don't have it in reach of a toddler, but it will be snug just fine. Be sure to turn your pot around very often so you're making sure that it's coming symmetrical. You don't want to just stare at one side and then you think it looks gorgeous, and the second you look at the other sides you're like, whoa, this does not look good. So just constantly be turning it so you get a different view of it. So here's the finished product. I'm really happy with it. I think it's so pretty. Obviously, there are some things that I'm not happy with, and I'm just being picky, and probably not everyone can even tell, but I can tell, so it bugs me. But I've gotten better because this is the second time I've tried it. And the first one I did not like how the shape turned out, and I didn't like the placement. So already the second time I've tried has come so much better. So I hope you give this a try. Let me know if you do, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that YouTube jazz, and thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye guys.